make a business plan on feed mill business, the equipment you need, and to book for regular suppliers of all the raw materials, packaging of the feed mill floor, how to register your business name, feed mill formula or feed formula for all the poultry beds, important things to note before starting a feed mill, how to market the animal feed when you produce them. You can be a feed mill distributor as well after going through this video. The challenges of feed mill business, why you should start a feed mill production business, and the rest of them. Thank you once again. Let's get started. I can remember during our service here, one of my friends said he wants to go into poultry feed production. He did his service in one of the states in this country, Nigeria, and started his feed mill. That was about 20-something years ago. Today, the guy is a dog. He has many people under his employee scale. Despite the fact that you know it well. Don't cover the lens, just the video I'm now. The rice keep increasing due to a rise in the cost of production. That's why many entrepreneurs take this open opportunity and invest in feed mill business. It is highly lucrative. This is a fact from a professional. Feed milling is the process of passing different food materials, solid or liquid, through machines to form pellets instead of feeding of animals. It has to be animal urea as domesticated one, either for eating or for protein. There are many feed products we can produce. Examples are feed for poultry. On top of poultry, we're talking about chicken, peacock, turkey, ostrich, geese, kipper, and all other kinds of birds. Dog, cat, goat, rabbit, and the rest. There are different kinds of equipment with different sizes you can use for feeding your feed. In this content, my presentation will be on feed formula for laying birds and for broilers. Feed materials are mixed these days in such a way that within 6 weeks, the 8-old chicken is mature for consumption. It doesn't stop at maturity alone. The feed is prepared in such a way that the chicken are tasty and strong when eaten. For instance, a broiler can be reared within 5 weeks to 6 weeks and get to a table size because of balanced ration. Equipment for feed mill production. We have the mixer. In mixer, the work of the mixer is to turn the feed materials to bring them to a uniform format. We have different types of mixer which you are seeing on this video, the vertical and the horizontal mixer. They will be indicated on this video, so as you are watching, you will be seeing them one after the other. We have the grinder. The grinder crushes the raw materials into smaller particles to match the size and the age of the bird that will consume them. We have the grinder or the crusher, depending on what you are using them for. We have the hammer mill. Hammer mill is also used in breaking down the feed particles also, most especially the hard ones like the rocks, stones, the oyster shells and the rest of them, the blood meal and the rest of them. We have industrial weighing for scaling your feed materials, because once you formulate your feed, they must be scaled for you to get the appropriate ration for your feed formulation. We have the pelletizer. It's also in this video to be indicated. The work of the pelletizer is to make the feed to be in pellet form to enable the chicken or the livestock to swallow them easily. We have the sealers, the bag sewers, we have the sievers, we have the packaging bags, we have the Another equipment you need is the mobility. That's something that will help you to move the raw materials and the feed produced from one location to another location, or even within your factory. How to start feed mill business? There are many raw materials everywhere you can use for your feed milling. Examples are the soya beans, wheat and bone meal, crushed noodles, groundnuts, palm kernel, cake, spent grains, which is one of the major ingredients in production of poultry feed. Use local materials for the production so you can sell cheap. If you can also use substitute materials, it will as well help you to reduce the cost of your production and at the same time maximize your profit. Or if you can produce for your own livestock, you will save money or reduce the cost. About 30 to 40% will drop. 1. You must be trained. Get training either online or physical training. It is a business you want to sustain. Then it is advisable you go for training. This is where you will be able to recognize the best formulation to make, because you must not have any mistake. This is a competitive business for you to have sustainable customers. You have to produce quality feeds. Animal feed production will require you to master the right quantity of mix to produce quality feed. For poultry, you can train on how to produce feed for finishers, broilers, starters, growers, layers, and breeders feed. Second step is to choose a good location for the business. Choose a very good location for your feed mill business. It is very, very good. It's one of the points you have to consider. You know that in feed mill business, trucks need to bring feed, raw materials into your farm. So the area or the place of your location must be a very good, accessible place. A visible, a describable, and spacious area where lorries can come and drop the feed for you. And it must be a busy route. Where you position your business can make or mar it. Make sure it is an environment that is very conducive. Know that what means citing a business in a very good location, you must have at least many big farms around you that you get provided. The building should include an office for transaction, store for keeping all the finished and raw materials, and a milling section where equipment are set up. There must be a park where your customers will park their cars or vehicles when they want to make purchases. Experts, a professional, one who is into the business already for years, and one who has acquired a lot of knowledge on that particular business, so that the failure rate will be ruled out. The price for the raw materials keeps fluctuating, as such adjustments cannot be ruled out. The fourth decision is how to purchase your equipment. You can start feed mill business in a small scale by setting up a mini feed mill, by mixing and pelletizers that can produce about 500 kg or half a ton a day. The equipment has to be in place before purchasing the raw materials. Number 5, look for regular suppliers. You cannot produce if you don't have people that will supply the raw materials. This is a very good, important point, because you wouldn't want to lose customers to other competitors because of lack of materials to produce feeds. Although you can get some products like maize, wheat, soya beans in the market, but others like cake and bone meal has to be cooked down with a milling company. Number 6, packaging of feed mill floor. The packaging should be very neat to give a boost to your feed mill business. Use strong bars and print your brand name on label. Decide on the kind of packaging, whether 50 kg bags or less. But to get to this level, you have to register with the necessary agents. Number 7, register a business name. Choose a name that is easy to memorize. Go to the Corporate Affairs Commission or hire a lawyer or an accountant to do that for you. To get a clue from Top Feed, you can see how short and easy it is to remember the name Top Feed. A business name will make it more professional, so choose a name that is easy to remember by your customers. Now, assuming you want to go into a laying bed feed formulation, let me give you just a breakdown. For 1 ton of laying bed feed, that is layers ration, you can have maize 500 kg, which is about 50% of the entire raw materials. Soya bean meal 200 kg, which is a source of protein. We have full fat soya 20%, that is 20 kg, that's 0.2%. Wheat offal 144 kg, limestone 100 kg, bone meal 25 kg, layers premise 2.5 kg, that is appropriate measure for a full ton. Methionine 2 kg, lysine 2 kg, salt 3.5 kg, toxin binder 1 kg. This formula is for 40 bags of layers feed of 25 kg, that is 1 ton, that is 1000 kg. You can buy concentrates from major millers and package them. We have plenty of such companies in major cities, as I earlier mentioned. A land that is situated in a very popular city and good location with good accessible roads, as I earlier said. One of the things you have to put in place to run a successful feed mill business is to know the exact nutrients and the proportion needed for different beds. If you are following up in this training, you can, or by now you must have known how to formulate feed from our past contents on feed formulation using available local feed stuff. Then, if you have not, if this is the first time, go through our contents and check all our past videos. You see where we have trained or given a detailed training on how to formulate feed with available local feed stuff. Then produce the feed for the birds using these findings. If the feed mixture is wrong, it will affect the birds by causing growth retardation, drop in egg laying, and eventually death. And you will lose all your investment because all the customers will run away from you. The next one is marketing of animal feed production. Go around livestock or poultry farming in your location and introduce your business to them. Introduce your brand to them. You can carry samples along for them to test it on their livestock. Reduce the price of your feed meal to gain customers or to gain buyers before raising it to what is best for you. Advertise your feed meal business using social media such as Facebook, GG, and newspaper companies and televisions, if possible radio stations also. You can as well be a feed meal distributor. In case you don't want to be producing livestock feed, maybe you don't have the money, you can be a distributor to any of the upcoming feed meal producing companies. Most of them have good quality products that can compete with leading brands. You can start with 300 bags or 600 bags, which is 1 truckload. To be a feed meal floor distributor, you should have about 2.5 million naira for a start. This will serve for the feed and transportation. That amount excludes store, carpentry work, and lighting. Next one is the challenges of feed mill business. The major challenges of feed mill business anywhere in the world and in Nigeria especially is how to get regular supply of raw materials. That's why it is important to book suppliers down or have a production farm and a good storage warehouse. where you can keep your goods for further production. Bad weather, rain pattern, and poor harvest make most farmers eat 50% of their farm produce, while keeping the remaining for onward sales during scarcity, thus causing a rise on livestock feed. Why you should start a feed meal production business? The equipment for starting feed meal producing or business can be gotten locally or internationally. Feed have increased demand on almost daily basis. Feed meal produces feed for animals, and on daily basis animals must feed. Therefore, you must sell if you have a very good product. Feed me business is sustainable because the business can never be abated. Rather, it will continue to grow as far as population keeps growing. It is very profitable if you can make money as a distributor. How much more as a producer? Feed milling business. Bye. Will come your way next time with another interesting topic. If by now you are not subscribed to this